Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. First, let me wish everyone a happy belated Mother's Day, and thanks to all the well wishers that wish me a happy Mother's Day. I saw it, I love it, and I appreciate it. Today is May 12th, so by the time I put up this recipe, it is going to be the day after my birthday, which is May 13th. May 13th is tomorrow, and you might see this recipe after my birthday, but yeah, tomorrow is my birthday. I'm so happy. But anyway, let's get to this recipe. I'm going to be making today another rock cake recipe. This rhythm is with the coconut, so this is coconut rock cake rock bun recipe. I'm gonna add a little touch of some ginger into it and all that good stuff, and turn it up a different kind of notch. The one I made before was oh so yummy, and this one I got turn up mad love. So if you don't want to see or me whip up this coconut rock bun in my kitchen, my style, well, come on, let's get cracking. So okay guys, let's go over all the ingredients one that we need to make up this mean coconut rock cake in the kitchen. First of all, you're going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of coconut, dried coconut. I have this recipe, I'm going to use brown sugar, so this is 1.5 cups of brown sugar. You're also going to need vanilla, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of milk. If you have coconut milk, use that. I'm going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of melted butter or margarine. If you have 3, it's fine. If it has 4, it's okay. If you over go on 3, it's also fine. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder that I'm going to put in it. I'm also going to put some ginger in it as well. Okay, so I grated a little bit of ginger and I'm going to put it in there. The ginger is going to give it a nice little boost of island flavor, and it's also healthy. So that is all I'm going to put in here. Okay, and you are also going to need 1 large egg. Okay, so let's go. Now the first thing you're going to do is get your dried ingredients together. You have your 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now guys, you could use self-rising flour as well, but the thing is with self-rising flour, if you are going to use self-rising flour, you don't want to put any baking powder in it whatsoever, because if you go ahead and you add baking powder into self-rising flour, you're not going to have rock cake anymore. You're going to have a balloon, so we don't need that. We're making rock cake. So here you have your 3 cups of all-purpose flour. The next thing you want to go ahead and do is add your salt, your cinnamon powder, and your nutmeg. Right? So you go ahead and you add those in there. You give this a spin. Then you add your 2 cups of coconut. Now also with the coconut, if you want to grate your coconut, you could grate your coconut. That is a traditional way of doing it. Unfortunately, as much as I love my tradition, I'm not going to be cutting up these finger grater no coconut, so it is going to taste just as good. Believe me, it is. When you use this ready coconut, it's going to taste just as good. Okay, so you mix these up together. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and add your baking powder. You mix that around. Make sure you incorporate everything in there, okay? You want to make sure you do that. And the next thing I want to go ahead and do is add your raisins. And this is all you need to do with this step. And then we're going to put this aside and we'll move to the next step. Okay guys, so now we're moving on to the next step. The first thing you want to go ahead and do is add your sugar in here. That's a cup and a half of brown sugar. Then you want to add your butter in, your 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Then you just want to combine all this together. Okay guys, so this is exactly how you want it to be when you get done mixing your butter and your sugar together. That is exactly how you want it to look. Now you want to go ahead and add your egg in. Make sure you beat up your egg before you put it in there. And then you're going to add your tablespoon of vanilla. Then you want to add your 3 tablespoons of milk. Then you're going to add your ginger. And your ginger is up to you to know how much ginger you want to put. I just got a piece of ginger and all I did was just kind of grate it, and that's it. I didn't measure it. So you mix this together. Now guys, this is the time when you want to go ahead and turn on your oven, okay? You're going to turn on your oven at 350, and your coconut rock cake is going to take 20 minutes to bake. Okay, so you want to make sure that your oven is like really nice and hot before you put these things in, because if not, then you have to wait longer for the baking process and it's not going to come out right. The texture of the rock cake is not going to come out right. So this is what that looks like. Okay, that's exactly how you want that to look. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my dry ingredients in here, and we're going to fold it in. You're looking for it not to be, if you mix it up and you see it look overly moist, that means you did something wrong. You're not supposed to be overly moist, because you're not making cake like regular cake where you slice up and eat. You're making raw cake. So this is how you want it to look. See guys, that is perfect. This is exactly how the texture is supposed to be. Just like this. So that is your texture right there. So now we are going to move on to our next step, which is putting it in the oven. Okay guys, now I have my baking pan here, and all I'm going to do is get my non-stick cooking spray, and I'm going to just spray it a little bit just so it doesn't stick. Making rock cake is just so much fun to do. I'm hoping to get 12 on here. So okay guys, as you can see, I got 12 of them on the baking pan. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in my oven. I'm going to bake them at 350 degrees, and they are going to be baked for a full 20 minutes, between 15 and 20 minutes. 20 minutes they should be baked. So I will see you back in 20. So here you go guys, my coconut rock cakes are all done. It came out really nice and colorful. It took exactly 20 minutes. That's all it took, was 20 minutes to bake. Okay, so okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to break into one of them for you. I mean, it's still hot, but I want you guys to see what this thing looks like on the inside as well. These are the coconut rock cake. There you have it. Delish. Okay guys, give this video a thumbs up. So, all done. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, share. Let me know what you like to see me cooking next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, a time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage. You know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.